So what is now the answer is here. What you are supposed to do is just understand the word investigation in obstacle to cure. In how you can consider that this is an obstacle to cure? Before giving the medicine, you can come to know it's an obstacle to cure. Before prescription, you come to know that coffee will block the action. Before giving the medicine, you know that onion will block the action. Before giving the medicine, you can confirm that the garlic will block an action. Before giving the medicine, you know that strong smell will block the action. No. So, careful investigation into such obstacle to cure is so much necessary in case of patients affected by chronic disease. So, when you give the medicine and there is no proper effect, when you have given your best shot to the patient and you are not getting the proper effect, then you should search for the obstacles. Not you put up a board which is generalized to everybody. Do not take coffee, do not take onion, do not take garlic, do not take what you call turmeric, etc., etc. This is absolutely wrong. If you read Aphorism 3, what if physician perceives what is to be cured in the disease, and then the last is the obstacle in the way of cure. Last, you do everything. You take a proper case. You understand what is to be cured. You make proper totality. You prescribe on PQRS. And if the case is not getting solved, then you have to see for obstacles, not beforehand. It's like if a patient loves coffee very much, it's a big symptom. You take into totality. Coffee, desire, plus 3. We have so many remedies. One of the prominent is sepia. Angustra, if I am correct. With correct medicine, automatically coffee desire will go down. So, investigation in such obstacle, please understand the word, careful investigation in such obstacle. This is not for the new case taking. Just understand, how to take a new case is paragraph 81st to 99. This is about management side. So, you have given a medicine and now you have a problem, you have to look here. People advise do not do this, do not take this, do not do this before giving a new case. Careful investigation into such obstacle to cure is so much more necessary in case of the patient affected by chronic disease. Right? Not in acute disease. Patient, even I have seen homeopaths, even in acute also they advise not to take onion, not to take garlic, not to do this, not to do that. As their disease are usually aggravated by noxious influence and other disease causing errors in diet and regimen which often pass unnoticed. How you can come to know that this has passed unnoticed? When you gave the remedy and it is not giving any effect. How you can come to know that my medicine pulsatilla will be blocked because of onion? How you can come to know that my medicine natromil will be blocked because of coffee? How you can come to know that my medicine sepia will be blocked by turmeric? No. So here the best part is make the patient absolutely free. What you have to do is before the treatment and after the treatment, same comparison should be made, and then see the objective evaluation. Then see the objective visualization. Because if you advise the patient not to take coffee, a lot of symptoms may be compromised. If say for example, a patient is coming to you for chronic constipation, right? Chronic constipation. And the patient is suffering from some time, and you give the medicine and you advise the patient to take a lot of water. Take plenty of water, especially in morning. What will happen? In the morning, if he takes more water, stool automatically it will come. So how you will come to know that this is the effect of the medicine or it's an effect of your advice to the patient? Judge critically. Judge in a symmetry of the situation. Then it will be helpful. Otherwise, if you advise and you give medicine, questionable what has worked. Right? These are the points. Now you have to understand. Hahnemann has given a lot of points. It's not one point. If a homeopath wants to put up a board of all these 100 items. Even in lesser writings, even in chronic disease, theory of chronic disease, which I have told you many times to read, it has even more number of points that you have to avoid. But can't you? I mean, you cannot tell the subjects of anger, grief, and vexation. You cannot advise to patient to. You mean you have to advise the patient, do not get angry. Is it possible? Not possible. Do not have grief. It's in his hand. It's not in his hand. Do not have vexation. Do not have passion for play. Overstimulation of the body and mind. Not possible. So these are the points what Hahnemann has said as an obstacle. When you give, this is very important aphorism. I'm really pushing this because it is very important. Somewhere we are suffering because of misconception in homeopathy. And misconceptions are more on the side of homeopath rather than patient. Coffee people drink a lot. Coffee, patient tells I drink 4 times a day a coffee. It is simple. Chinese herbs. This is you when you give a case, when you take a case, when you prescribe, when you are sure that the medicine should work. Suddenly, you find an antidotal effect. Suddenly, patient will come up with a bad presentation which you had never thought of. There, your mind should go. Here you should be focused. Coffee, if taken repeatedly, can block the action. Subject of anger, we discussed yesterday about it, signs of improvement. If you have some stress during the treatment, it will block the effect. Passion for play, overstimulation of the overexertion of mind and body. Sedentary lifestyle, in closed apartment, frequent indulgence in mere passive exercise. Taking siesta in long recumbent posture in bed, waking up long in the night, unnatural debauchery, innervations by reading obscene books. What is now, it has turned out to be pornography, right? Masturbation. You can't say that you stop masturbation. The lady whom I had said, no, the lady I had talked to you about it, probably in the first or 2 seconds. She confessed to me that masturbation is my passion. I gave her legacies, right? I had shared with you that. So now, do I advise that you stop masturbation? Maybe she'll stop my treatment. No. Just advise the patient to maintain your life, and you should see with your remedy the masturbation should go down. That should be the best prescription. Imperfect or suppressed intercourse in order to prevent conception. This is you are suppressing your emotions, right? Dwelling in marshy districts, damp room, pernicious living. Many people who are, especially if you see in Dharavi, which is one of the biggest slum in Asia in Bombay, people are living like this. Their health is grossly compromised. And it's a big problem. This has a lot to do with socioeconomic status as well. In my own father's time, when my father was a student in school, there was 14 people staying in almost 200 square feet. No, not 200, 400 square feet house. 14 people. 400 square feet. Can you understand? Nowadays, 400 square feet is a size of a gallery. Into that, they have a bathroom, they have a kitchen, everything was there. My father has made that type of struggle. This is now it's not a situation with us, but this is equally affected. Odorous waters, perfumes of many kind. You can't tell the patient, you do not use. That is true that you have to tell the patient do not use deodorants, because deodorants are perspiratory suppressant. It's not like it is blocking the action of the medicine. This is about lifestyle, I'm telling you. Because a lot of researches have come up that deodorants, when they have been applied on axilla, produces suppression of the perspiration. What is perspiration? It's a detox of the body. It is a cleansing process of the body. You suppress it, you may have more problem. So homeopath advice is every patient use spray. Instead of use spray on the clothes, do not use what you call deodorants. Many homeopaths I've seen that, and I agree. It's ultimately more or less, it has nothing to do with the medicine. It is not nothing to do with this aphorism. It's about the realization. People are advising us to use limited mobile. Right? It is applicable to humanity, not with suffering humanity only. So-called fine liquors with medicinal species, we are prepared. It should not be. It is never to be blocked. Like cross. The meaning of cross is people making lot of restrictions to the patient, which actually is not a restriction. It's not actually. You have to be individual. We are going to create a chart. Let me tell you. I mean, I don't know when we are going to create it, but we are going to create a chart because there are 6-7 authors. There are 6-7 authors, the real homeopathic authors, not about the what you call is unreliable literature. It's about authentic literature, where a lot of genuine information is given about diet and regimen. We are going to create that chart, and we will critically evaluate in every patient who doesn't work according to our expectation. Suppose I am giving arsenic 200 with great confidence. It should work. If it doesn't work, go for the chart. Just see what has gone wrong. Is there anything else which is going wrong in his life? In that, you can put all these criteria. But do not put a board outside to all the patients. You are suppressed. If a person likes coffee very much and you are advising him not to take coffee, he is suffering from emotional suppression. Not to do. This is the advice. What I've shared with you is this advice. These are about tooth powders, essences, highly saturated drugs, compound drugs, highly spiced disease, sauces, spice cake, vegetable soup. When we cannot take vegetable soups, if that is the case, disease or herbs, this is about all these things must be as far as possible avoided or removed in order that the cure may not be obstructed or rendered impossible. You understand? He has not said that you advise the patient even before giving the prescription. What he said, all these things must be as far as possible avoided or removed in order that the cure may not be obstructed or rendered impossible. This is individual. It is not general. And somehow, see the criticism, now critics, some of my disciples seems needlessly to increase the difficulties of patients' dietary by forbidding the use of many more tolerably indifferent things, which is not to be commented. This is from Hahnemann, it's not from me. Some of my, I repeat again, please understand, some of my disciples seem needlessly to increase the difficulties of patients' dietary by forbidding the use of many more. The way we advise, do not take coffee, do not take onion, do not take garlic, do not take turmeric, do not have strong smelling substance, do not have this, do not have that. This you are troubling the life of the patient and diet. Tolerably indifferent things. Indifference. It has nothing to do with medicine. Indifferent. It is not connected with the action of the medicine. It has nothing to do with medicine, which is not commented, which was not needed. This is not needed. But still we do this. Because why? Somebody, your teacher has taught to you that I do this is working. Many people, I am very much open for debate here, and I'm very much open for discussion. If you want, we can take this point into a deeper level from some other source books, but sometime else, because this is not the time. But this is something which is very, very important, very, very vital. Do not advise the patient to restrict your diet and check your practice. Many times, people, I remember a case, the case whom I told you about their skin problem. Skin problem. The skin famous architect and his daughter, skin problem. She had lot of skin problems, lot of problems. She underwent a lot of allopathic drugs. She was an allergic constitution, and she had been to homeopathy as well, and she had been to allopathy as well. The doctor had advised so many things that you should not take these, you should not take these. You are allergic to these. You are allergic to these that. She was so compromised with her food that hardly in once in a month or twice in a month she was able to eat the food what she liked. And in spite of that, she was suffering. When the case came to me, I told her that when, in spite of restricting all this food, you have problem, so you better take it. And if the problem is worsened, you tell me, because that is important for me homeopathically. Steadily, with the passage of time, gradually, I said, you eat now pizza. Report me in 1 week if there is a problem. Then after pizza, I advise him to eat pastry. Then I advise her to eat pasta. Then I advise something else, something else. In 2 months of time, she was able to eat whatever things which she was loving it. And she's cured. Her father is my very good friend. One of the most memorable case of sulfur where I had not repeated sulfur for more than approximately 1 year. Why? There is a trauma you are giving trauma to the patient. Do not take this. This is the advice from Dr. Hahnemann. Right? So please, if you have a board in your clinic that do not have this, do not have that, please remove it. Please remove it. It's someone's experience. It's not generalized. If somebody has an experience like this, that does not need to be your experience. Every vital force is alike. Diet and regimen or the dietary restriction is when you know that this is blocking the case. When it's blocking the case. I tell you a case of my own practice. One of the case which I presented at Professor Joel Vitulka's Academy in Greece. That case I had given argentum nitricum with a beautiful effect. She had an acute and she called me up 1 o'clock in the night. And I saw it's a case of stramonium. So after stramonium, she was improved. But then after, there was no progress in her case. I don't know what is the problem. Then I asked her in the 15 days tenure, what new you had in your life? Then she said that we used to be, what you call the religion where the onion is not allowed. Onion is not allowed. Potato is allowed, garlic is allowed, but onion is not allowed. And she said that my what you call व्रत, वो जो बोलते हैं ना भगवान का व्रत, वो खत्म हो गया तो मैंने ऑनियन चालू किया है. Okay, please tell me when you started. She said almost 1 week ago I took it. 5 days ago also I took it, and today also I've taken, even yesterday as well. So I had onion 4 to 6 times a day minimum. I was 4 to 6 times in a week minimum for 2 weeks. I said okay. Now have a pause on onion. I'm giving you the same medicine. Let us see the effect. And medicine was working. Super. Once the case got solved, I told her to eat onion now and check me. Let me check. No problem. She's eating it and she's enjoying her life. So these obstacles are actually, the bump when you go in a road, no? When you have a 200 speed or 100 speed and suddenly the way bump comes up, you break yourself. You break your car. And then you slowly get rid of it and then again speed up. That should be your approach over here in a case. You have to be very fast. But whatever obstacles, bumper, rumple strip, what you call them, multiple bumps, small bumps, or a big bump, you have to just dig it out, remove it out. But never advise, never advise. If somebody is telling that, or let me be opposite, please share the source to me, from where it is so authentically mentioned that you should not give like this. This I am giving you the source like from our father. Right? At this moment, I am. Let us. It's like, can I have your feedback, or do you want to ask questions, because this is very important, and then we'll go. Then we'll proceed further. Uh, 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 no age limit for learning. Yes, very right, Dr. Utsav. The life is short and art is long. What is eye opener, Dr. Kavita? I am so amazed by beauty of Organon misreading in detail. Like Dr. Prutik, lockdown has been a blessing in disguise. As it is truly said, it is never too late in life. Yes, very right, Dr. Kavita. Yeah, no questions. Thank you very much, Dr. Rujuka. So I'm going further. Yeah, it's something, let me tell you something. My own experience, right? My own experience. Sir, what about advising not to eat cabbage while taking? No, where it is? It's not written here. It's not written here. I don't know. I have never advised. I have treated more than 50 cases in my career with bryonia, right? But it's working. Can tulsi or haldi interfere with medicine action? No. I tell you here only. What is this? It is tulsi. Let me show you. This is tulsi. Right? I drink it every day. Haldi, I take every day. With warm lemon water with haldi. I take it every day in the morning at empty stomach. It is very good to health. I'm taking it, and I with best of benefit. This is this haldi I take every. This is the tulsi I take it every day. My We have a tulsi in our home itself. The plant, we eat plant of tulsi, the leaves of tulsi as well. My father is doing it for years. I would say decades. I would say it's very good with health. In haldi, haldi is to have a haldi, what you call a milk with haldi in the night is the best immuno booster. Can Ayurvedic medicine interfere action of Vedic medicine? Yes, possible. I'm not the right person who can answer that. But what is needed is you should be confident about your medicine. It's like that. I don't know, but many times people come to me with allopathy, with Ayurvedic and homeopathic. Then I tell them that either you take Ayurvedic or you take homeopathic, because if something goes wrong, nobody will judge what is the problem. So you better take one and then come to me if you want. Then what happens is patient comes and say I'll take homeopathic medicine. Does applying allopathic creams or aloe vera gel? Yes. Action of our medicine? No. Allopathic, it compromise the effect of our medicine. Yes. Suppress, yes. Kind of suppress, you can say, but it is more, the accurate word is, Dr. Anuradha, is compromise. Because you suppress with allopathic drugs, you will never come to know what the actual response of the vital force is. That's why. No? Okay. So going back to the Organon, is this, this aphorism is telling that please, and I am very open for discussion, till whenever you want. You apply in your practice, then let us discuss again. Maybe we can come again with one a very friendly meeting for 40 minutes or 1 hour. Share your experiences to me. See, I don't believe in taking short seminars. All my seminars, you see, Organon part 1 was for 11 days. Part 2 was also for 11 days. Part 3 is also for 11 days. Whatever seminar I will take is for long time, for days, because ultimately in one lecture, nothing is conveyed properly. Nothing is conveyed properly. I am always of an opinion to take seminars for days together, maybe for weeks together. And this lockdown is a blessing. I completely agree with Dr. Kavita ji. This is a blessing in disguise. This lockdown has created us to be united and connected digitally. Otherwise, if this lockdown would not have been there, then I would not be, sharing my experience with you like this. Right? So we are open for discussion. Let us meet after some time, maybe a month or so, or 2 months or so. Share your experience with this application of Organon. I guarantee you it will work. As I said, like my previous lecture, on behalf of Hahnemann, I can guarantee you that it will work. Because this is a pure nothing but an absolute truth. Absolute truth. Right? Let me, here, let me share my experience. When I read Organon for the first time, let me tell you, when I read Organon for the first time, I was very much, uh, it was very heavy for me to understand. Then I realized somewhere on reading second time, agree, little bit, थोड़ा समझ में आया. More, थोड़ा ज़्यादा समझ में आया. और पढ़ा, थोड़ा ज़्यादा समझ में आया. The more I started going on and on, I became more and more into this. And I finished Organon for more than 350 times in my life. I read Organon in one day, back to back, without, in one day is enough for me. So I'm so fast in Organon. That's why I'm able to tell you with this clarity. It's not that easy. And I tell you, after attending Organon, after learning Organon, your whole approach towards homeopathy will change. You will have a lot of gravity in your thinking. You will be more mature practitioner. And you will be very balanced with the execution of medicines. This is what the Organon. That's why Hahnemann is saying, non inutilis vixi. I have not lived in vain.